here's your hosts, Bo and Abby.
On this episode, we're going to be talking about our very first time at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Was it a monster mash, or did it leave us a little bored? What were our plans for the event, and what did we accomplish?
Well, I would say, because we have not been to this event before, and probably the most popular things to do are the Boo to You Parade, the Hocus Pocus Spectacular Stage Show, and the fireworks, which I think are just, I'll have a cutesy Disney name and I can't think of it right now.
The fireworks are Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular.
Brilliant. So those were like our main things, along with riding Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Tron before the party started, and tasting some delicious exclusive party food and trick-or-treat stops. We had a big list.
Yeah, for sure. And I'd say we accomplished most of it.
I think we accomplished.
I don't know anything we didn't accomplish other than, an unrealistic amount of food we thought we were going to be eating. Mm-hmm. And if more on that, you could see our previous episode about all the Halloween foods we thought we'd be eating.
Yeah. I got to eat everything I wanted.
Yeah, I think so. Well, you talked a lot about, eating a lot of potatoes. There were some tachos you didn't get to.
Yeah. That's okay, though.
So yeah, that's a good segue. Let's talk foods. What did you get to try?
Okay. So the big ones that I really wanted to try were the garlic chicken tenders, which I don't remember the exact name. Do you have it?
Yes, those were the undead garlic Parmesan chicken strips from Pinocchio Village Haas.
Mm-hmm. And the buffalo chicken hand pie from
Friar's Nook.
Thank you. I was going to say Storybook Circus, and that's not right. And I got to try both of them. Oh, I also, bonus, threw in the pumpkin ravioli for Liz. Shout out to Liz.
The phantasmal fried pumpkin ravioli, also from Pinocchio Village Haas.
Yep. Liz is the other half of Mini Vacay,
who has been to this party before.
Yep. And she was wanted me to try the pumpkin ravioli, which we did.
Yep. The other Halloween treat that I was able to get in was the Cauldron Cold Brew from Auntie Gravity. So, of these foods, what did you think? Let's start with the first one on my list was the pumpkin ravioli. What were your thoughts on that?
Okay. So the pumpkin ravioli was a fried ravioli, which in the Midwest, you can get at an Italian restaurant.
Right.
Shout out to Leo's and Italian restaurants. And you dunk them in a Parmesan, you dunk in a marinara. Delightful. This pumpkin ravioli had the very strong garlic sauce on it. I don't know. That to me did not go. I think the pumpkin ravioli without that sauce would have been good. With the sauce, it was just a lot. It was a lot of there was a lot happening in that ravioli.
Yeah.
I would give it, on a scale of 10, I would give it 4 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say these wouldn't have been a must-do for me.
No, that would have been someone in the group has this and I'm hungry. Okay, I'll have a bite.
What are your thoughts on the undead garlic Parmesan chicken strips?
10 out of 10. They were so good.
Yes. I'll put a little asterisk next to that, though. Were they fantastic? Yes. They were fantastic, elevated theme park food.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people really sold them as some kind of delicacy or, fine dining, some cuisine. Mm-hmm. And they were not. They were very good. Better than expected theme park chicken strips.
I would say if you like the Parmesan garlic wings at Buffalo Wild Wings, these are better than that. But very similar. Yeah. You don't agree?
No, I thought the Parmesan garlic sauce was great on very average chicken strips.
Well,
so that's
but they're magic. They're full of magic.
Right.
Pinocchio.
Right. What I'm just saying, don't buy a ticket just to get these chicken strips.
No.
See, well, that's why I'm saying.
I would say,
I feel like some of the other maybe your average vloggers who go down and review these and maybe eat more theme park food than normal people, they have really hyped these up. And while they were very good, I would say they are above average theme park food.
Well, and I would genuinely say, and this is going to be a hot take, especially as a girl that I would consider myself a foodie and a girl that I would consider myself a Disney girl at heart forever. The food on this trip didn't live up to the standard Disney food for me.
You think so?
Yeah. And it could be, the economy, they're cutting corners, they're not getting the same, I don't know. But overall the food was just like okay.
I would agree with that, except for the thing we're going to talk about next was that buffalo chicken ham pie. That I would say, really, you're just average on that one? That one I thought was very good.
I thought it was good, but I thought it was a lot of pie and not a lot of filling.
Okay.
But it was good. It's hot and spicy.
I would continue, like, if we went back another year and they were still serving the buffalo chicken ham pie, I would get it again.
Oh, I would get everything we got again, except Joffrey's.
The cauldron cold brew. I knew it looked like a good photo. I thought maybe the cold foam would make it better, but no, it's still Joffrey's, and Joffrey's is terrible.
And every time I'm like, maybe it was a bad one. Maybe I just got a bad one. Because you go to Starbucks sometimes and you'll get a bad one.
Sure.
No, I think that's all bad.
Yeah, Joffrey's is always terrible.
So, like,
Hot
okay,
take. Sorry,
for those
Joffrey's.
of you...
This episode is not brought to you by Joffrey's.
No, and I'm sorry. And, like, if... I want to know from the listeners, like, if you're on YouTube, leave a comment. If you're listening on the podcast format, send us a fax. How does that work?
You can leave a comment on Spotify.
Okay.
You can, yeah.
Like, what is your take on Joffrey's?
If you're on Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review and then tell us what you think of Joffrey's.
Yeah, don't be mad at us if you love Joffrey's. Like, it's not personal. I just want to know what it is. Because, like, are we doing it wrong?
Yeah.
I don't know. But, yeah, what are your thoughts on Joffrey's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the other big seller for this party is the Boo to You parade.
Yeah.
I can tell you this was my scariest moment of the night, and it had almost nothing to do with the parade itself.
Yeah.
Get there in time to get a good spot, for sure. Yeah. We showed up.
Like, so the Headless Horseman rides before the party.
About 10 to 15 minutes before the parade.
Which is a super cool thing. Mm-hmm. Way cooler in person. It's really neat in the videos. And the overall theme, I think, that we should mention is, like, watching these things on YouTube is great, but it really is, like, a whole other level to, like, see it in person.
Right.
And just, like, the scale and the detail and stuff.
Yes.
But the Headless Horseman comes out, like, 15 minutes before the parade. And so we got there at 7:45 for an 8:15 parade.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We walked the parade route in Frontierland.
Yeah, and then found a spot, towards in Frontierland near Country Bears, I think. Yeah.
It wasn't an ideal spot.
No.
It was
We saw it fine, but we were definitely not up front.
No, we could, and I could not see it fine.
Okay, well, I have the footage I'm going to insert in this video.
I saw parts of it okay.
Yeah.
It was more important to me that the girls could, like, see it. Your mom could see it. I could see parts of it, and I knew the parade enough to know when I, like, needed to really try.
Sure. Yeah.
Like when the Gravediggers came out and stuff like that. Go ahead and tell them why.
Well, just before the parade even started, there were these two dads just arguing over a spot. This is my spot. You pushed your way in here. No, this is my spot. I didn't do anything. Dude, calm down. No, bro, you calm down.
You hit my wife with the stroller. That's so rude.
Yeah. It was...
It was, like, escalated.
Yeah. I legitimately thought someone was
getting punched.
Yeah, and, like, someone would have needed to intervene.
I asked you if I should.
Oh, yeah. And
you told me no.
No.
I was ready, though, because, they were making a scene.
Yeah. I meant more like a cast member needed to intervene.
And they did. A cast member did.
Oh, I didn't see that if they did.
Oh, so. She was maybe 19. She was maybe 19. I think she was my height, and she was giving them the, like, throwdown.
Good.
Like, they knew exactly what cast member to go get, and she came up, and she was like, enough of this.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I watched it. I was like,
okay, good.
I couldn't get her name to give a cast compliment, but she came over and she squashed it, and they stood there the whole rest of the time together. And I thought, no fighting, I thought, why wouldn't you break up? Like,
yeah. These guys were gonna come to blows over who got a better spot watching the Boo to You parade, the 8:00 Boo to You parade. It wasn't even the last parade of the night.
No.
Yeah.
It was wild.
But
and that is a good reminder that, like, even though it's Disney, you're going to come across people who don't know how to handle themselves.
Yeah, I'm assuming the people who are listening to this or watching this video have a certain sense of magic in them that prevents them from fighting someone over a spot at the Boo to You parade.
Or someone that steals a luggage cart.
Well, when we talk about our stay at Art of Animation.
Your face just
I'm still hot about it.
I know.
That's for the Art of Animation video. That's to come. That's a teaser for a future video. Still mad about that. Yeah. Okay. But what did you like about the parade?
Oh, okay.
Jerks don't watch this video. Jerks don't listen to our podcast. That's what the point I was making. Anyways, the parade.
And if you are that guy that happened to be at that parade, because we might have.
You never know.
Because you were in your Big Thunder podcast, so maybe they're listening. That wasn't cool. Maybe you do better next time.
Yeah.
I understand that you were frustrated and that your wife may or may not have got hit with a stroller, and that sucks. And apologies to all the people I hit with a stroller. But, not the time to be right.
Yeah.
Just the time to, work on our anger management.
We'll probably talk about you bumping people with the stroller in our Beacon Barrel video.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, what did I like about it? I loved everything about it. I loved the Boo to You and You song. Mm-hmm. I loved the floats. I loved the dancers. Freaked me out. Mm-hmm. The detail.
The Haunted Mansion one specifically, the ballroom dancers.
Yeah. The detail in the floats that you just can't see. We've watched almost every party that has happened this year streamer. To the point that we could do the parade.
Yeah.
But it just being there in person and seeing it and experiencing it is just it's just so good.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would agree with everything. I do think the Headless Horseman, seeing that in person is so cool, and just gets everyone really hyped for the parade. I love the one that everyone cheers for the cast member that has to follow the Headless Horseman.
They're following for the horsey poo-poo.
Well, yes. Mm-hmm. I was so glad that I got to see the Gravedigger scraping the shovel, because I was gonna, if I didn't get to see that, that would have been disappointing for me. But I got a great shot of that.
And they won't do it if it rains. They don't do the parade, and if the pavement's wet, I think they don't do it.
Yeah.
And we got very lucky because we had a very rainy trip.
Yeah.
But we lucked out.
In that parade, it's full of, characters and villains and rare characters. And I love that they include Bowler Hat Guy. Because he never gets any love.
He's a favorite.
Yeah.
He's just ridiculously proportioned.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. Meet the Robinsons never gets the love and attention I think it deserves. So the fact that Bowler Hat Guy gets, that's the only representation that movie has in the parks.
After the parade, we were going to try to go to Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
And
everyone else in the park had the same plan.
Yeah. Because the Haunted Mansion had been down.
Yeah.
And then that is where me and a fellow mom had a moment of big feelings.
Okay.
And we were bonding over the absolute absurdity of the crowds that night.
Yeah. We'll talk about that more in a little bit.
And then we realized that wasn't going to be a good plan. And then we headed towards the castle to watch the Hocus Pocus Spectacular.
Yeah, and we caught it from the side. We didn't catch it straight on because it was
crowds.
So many crowds. We caught it from the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
honestly, I think it was a cool spot.
It was a cool spot.
It was between when you're coming out of Liberty Square and you're on the bridge. There's a little bump out, and that's where we stood and watched it. And between the trees and the pillar of the castle, you could see the stage really clearly from the side.
Yeah.
Which I think we had a better view there than we would have if we would have tried to join the crowd. We would have been way back by Casey's Corner.
It was better seeing it close into the side than having to be way in the back and seeing microscopic characters. And we still saw all the fireworks and heard the music and all that. Yeah.
Yep.
So that was really cool. Speaking of Casey's Corner, that is where we watched the fireworks from.
No.
Wasn't that where we were at? Where were we at?
We were in front of... We had Casey's Corner food, but we sat across over in front of the restaurant that I never remember exists there.
They have with the yellow umbrellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's not Casey's
Corner. It's the opposite of Casey's Corner.
Yeah. So it was very
nice.
Which
I failed in the game of
the
what
plaza.
Is this? Yes.
Yeah.
We sat there and watched it.
Yeah, and while it was very nice and I think everyone appreciated sitting, it was kind of a bummer that we watched it under the umbrellas because we didn't see a lot of the fireworks. We were so far away we didn't see that cool Jack Skellington
But we
puppet.
did see the projections on the castle. Yeah. And we were sitting after
a very long day of walking. Our first day of walking, and you were able to get your cheese. You love
my new favorite Magic Kingdom food is the French fries with the cheese and the Coke.
Yeah.
And I shared that joy with the rest of our party.
Yeah.
And then on like the fourth day, Charlie was like, "Can we get some cheese fries?" And it's like, "No, baby, that's just Magic Kingdom."
Yeah. All right. So what were some of your personal highlights from the night?
Personal highlights from Not So Scary. We went as the 101 Dalmatians because Lily wanted to be Cruella. She was a loosely bounded Cruella.
She just got a big haircut, and that really threw a wrench in her plan.
It did. When you first walk into the party and you're getting your wristbands and your candy bag, there is a villain, like, taunting folks.
Yep.
And our villain was Cruella. This year it switched between Cruella and Mother Gothel, which I really wanted to see Mother Gothel. But I'm pleased that we saw Cruella because we were dressed as puppies.
Yeah.
And she, like, summoned us.
Yeah. Finally, the puppies, stand here. How many do we have? 3.5? What is this? We need some more. Math, I cannot count. I don't do math. I pay someone to do math for me. But Cruella always pays her taxes, darling. She's a philanthropist. A model to all of the children. Yes, I'm so good. The children and puppies too. They love me. Oh, yes, darling.
All right, thoughts?
I love her so much. Only a bad.
That was a lot of fun.
And that was cool. My next favorite thing was Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Pre-party.
Which was during the pre-party, but that was fun. One of my favorite things is that Charlie makes friends with everybody.
Yes, that is some people's favorite things.
And every line we went into, she had a little friend, and she had these cute little friends in that line, and that brought me a lot of joy.
It stresses some people out, but she talks to everybody.
It doesn't me. I thought, honestly, riding the Winnie the Pooh ride at night was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I liked so much of it. I liked going through the trick-or-treat line at Fairy Tale Hall because we got to see Evil Queen, and that interaction that you had with her made Lily just, like, lose it the rest of the night.
Here's a clip.
You look lovely tonight. Thank you. Very fair. Fairest of them all. Yeah.
And then the picture of the girls from Haunted Mansion that night was really funny.
Yeah. Now that we know where the picture is taken, they're doing poses. And it was the first time the girls are at the age where they can ride together.
That was a big deal, too.
Without parents. And this is one of the few rides they both enjoy. So, like, they got to ride Haunted Mansion together. So.
And they, like, wanted to.
Yeah.
And that was really
It's
special.
rare that they want... Well, it's rare that Lily wants to spend time with her little sister. So, like, the fact that she was like, "Do you want to ride with me?"
Yeah.
Like, that is fun.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun things.
Yeah.
What about you?
So I do have my list here, and I also have Cruella picking us up. Haunted Mansion was a lot of fun. I love that we got to see Madame Carlotta because, you know, sometimes they're not there, and she's a hoot, so I'm glad we got to see her.
How are you doing?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. It's only polite to ask me how I'm doing now.
How are you doing?
I'm dead. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, she was very funny.
Yeah, and... I also had on my list the photos. So yeah, here's the one though. Here's one that really, I'm gonna say, I think might have been the highlight of my night. And that's Rusty Cutlass.
That was fun.
Man, what a great time hanging out with
fun.
that pirate band. They were really good, though. They were.
That was a
I
treat.
love Rusty Cutlass. I would say that if you were like, what will it take to get you back? More Rusty Cutlass. Great time.
I am bummed that we didn't get to see Max as Powerline and do like that. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Which Rusty Cutlass, that area reminded me of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. And I would say if it was between Rusty Cutlass and Max, I'm glad that we got to see
Agreed.
Rusty Cutlass because I know that meant a lot to you.
Yeah, that was a big pick-me-up. Okay, so, like, then we've talked all the positives, and we want to be honest. Negatives, I think there's one glaring one. Yeah. But, like, is there any, like, smaller?
Yeah. So, for me personally, if we're skipping the big one for now, the candy is, like, good and it makes sense because it's trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
I wish you got free soda and popcorn.
Yeah.
At this party.
Like to kind of after hours event?
Yeah, to kind of offset, like, the candy or, like, a little bit more. I get candy's expensive and stuff, but, like...
Yeah.
To me, that's not... First of all, I'm thankful and I'm grateful we get something. Because, like, at Jollywood, you don't. You get nothing.
Right.
So, like, the fact that you still get candy, I think, is great. But for the cost of the ticket and, for, like, elevating the experience, I think throwing in popcorn or, like, a soda, even if it's, like, one bottle of soda. It doesn't have to be, like, all night and, like, unlimited and stuff. But just, like, maybe when you walk in, you get to pick out a drink. Yeah. When they give you your trick-or-treat bag or something.
Yeah, something like that. Do you like having the big scoops, or would you prefer, like, one big candy? Like, if what if they traded up, instead of doing scoops of small candies, if you'd go and they'd give you, like, one full-size Snicker or one king-size Snicker? Or
at the Christmas party, there's, like, this is the gingerbread cookie. Right. This is the chocolate chip cookie.
Or if you go, like, this is a Snickers and a hot cocoa or whatever. I don't know what kind of drink you'd have at Halloween.
That would be cool. I know for a lot of people, it's like a game to get as much candy as you can and then, like, fill the bed. Yeah. But, like, realistically, you don't need that much candy. And how are you getting it home? Yeah. So, yeah, like, a big giant one might be fun. Yeah. And honestly, I want, like, give me a Mickey ice cream or, like, a Mickey candy bar or, like, something specific to the park, like a lollipop. Sure. Or, I don't know. Yeah. So, like, that is okay, but it's not like a huge reason to go for me. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the big one.
Yeah.
Crowd size.
Crowd size was a huge disappointment. Yeah. To the point that I may, like, write in a comment card about it.
So I think, and this is because one of the things they sell it on at these parties is the reduced crowd size and lower wait times for rides and lines in general. And I don't think this was reduced at all. It seemed like just like the normal part of the day.
If not busier. Yeah. And we were not the only ones that felt that way. I think I counted 3 different parties in passing mentioning how frustrated they were with how busy it was. And it wasn't like one particular area of the park happened to have everybody in it. Or, like, we just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, Tron and Seven Dwarfs were at daytime level crowds, while also the fireworks are happening with tons of people. And, like, normally it's one or the other. Yeah. And it was, like, the whole party was maxed.
I don't think there was any ride you would have considered as a walk-on.
None.
Yeah. Including ones like Winnie the Pooh or...
Winnie the Pooh was at 45 minutes, which is a daytime ride. Yeah. Peter Pan was at 45 minutes. Small World was at 25 minutes. Yeah. Like, that should not be like that. Yeah. Haunted Mansion, you could make the reason why it was at an hour. Yeah. It was down for a while. It has the special experience. Yeah. But Haunted Mansion should have been at that 13 to 20 minute. Yeah. Like, it was not. And, like, the mom experience that I mentioned earlier, she said that she's lived in Florida. They come to these parties for years. And she said that this was the most frustrating experience because you don't get the opportunity to buy lightning lanes. Mm-hmm. So if you're riding something, you're waiting in that hour-long ride. Yep. You don't like, have the choice to pay to save time. And like, we're paying what? $179.
We bought the one that was the last party right before it bumped it up to $189. I think we paid the $179 per ticket.
And, like, so $800 a night for a family of 4 to, like, feel frustrated. Yeah. There were lines, like, we didn't even get popcorn and soda before watching the fireworks because the lines to the popcorn carts were wrapped around. Yeah. Like, it was everywhere you went was a line. The bathrooms had lines. Mm-hmm. The parade, we expected, but we got there 30 minutes before the parade and we were 3 rows deep. Yeah. Like, it was way oversold compared to how parties should typically be.
Yep.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
And that is something, like, as a Disney travel planner, that now I have to, like, really let people know that, you know, this was my experience, and hopefully it's not like this in the future, but, like, I don't like doing that.
Yeah.
And having to be like, here's a real negative thing to consider.
Yeah. But luckily there's so many positive things you can still sell it on.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think parties are still a lot of fun and worth it. But if you're going to a party to ride every single ride in 4 hours.
Yeah, if that's what you're going for,
yeah,
you're out of luck. And
like when we went to the Christmas party, was that 2022?
22 sounds right, yeah.
We went to the Christmas party. Before fireworks even happened, we basically, like, Big Thunder Mountain, I think we waited like 15 minutes for.
Probably.
But we walked on every other ride we did.
Yeah.
And got cookies.
Yeah. This ain't that.
This was not that.
Yeah. Rusty Cutlass is enough for me, though.
Yeah. I mean, I would still go again given the opportunity. I think it was still fun. I just would change my expectations.
Yeah.
And, like, you shouldn't have to change your expectations. Like, I don't know. Hopefully Disney does better.
Yeah. So I know you were hesitant on attending. You're more of a Christmas girly.
I sure am.
Our oldest daughter, who we've talked about a lot, is really she's in her Halloween era.
Yeah.
And really wanted this one, so
she won.
We took her to this one.
Mm-hmm.
So did this win you over, or is this a one and done for you? Are you glad you did it? Say you've done it?
I'm very glad we did it. I'm very glad to say we've done it. If we are ever presented with the opportunity to choose, I would always choose Christmas.
Yeah. What would they need to change to get you to be a repeat attender?
I would need to know the crowds were lower. Mm-hmm. And really, that would change a lot.
Yeah. They would need to change it without raising ticket prices. Because I feel like what Disney would do would be like, all right, we'll do less attendance, but we got to raise those ticket prices.
I do not think Disney can raise prices anymore. They're nickel and diming everything right now.
Yeah.
And it's really starting to agitate me. Like, the cost of this little plastic pumpkin still annoys me. It was this cute little Minnie or Mickey pumpkin. It was literally the size of this coffee cup. If you're watching, if you're not watching, imagine a decent sized coffee cup, plastic, lit up, $34.99.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Like, what are you talking about? And so I could just feel the squeeze more this time.
Yeah.
Before, it's just like, well, it's Disney, you're expected to pay more.
Yeah.
You're going to spend $6 on a Coke, etc., etc. So for me to come back, I need to know that I'm going to get more for the value.
Yeah.
Because while it was great and it was wonderful and I had a lovely time, I had just a lovely time when we went back the night after and I got to see the Starlight Parade.
Mm-hmm.
What are my words?
Yeah.
Starlight
Starlight Parade.
Dream the night away.
The
Starlight
subtitle.
Dream the night away. And watch Happily Ever After fireworks. And we got to ride a ride and we did it all in like 2 hours.
Yeah. We walked on Pirates of the Caribbean, which was not a walk on.
During the party.
Yeah.
So for real life Disney, I need you to like cool your jets on the price gouging.
Yeah. I would like to see them change it up a little bit. It's the same kind of stuff
party
every year.
all the time.
And if you think, it's not apples to apples, obviously, but Halloween Horror Nights, they have new houses every year. Mm-hmm. Like, you always know you're going to get houses, but it's a new experience every year, which is why people go back every year and look forward to going back every year. Mm-hmm. So, like, I would like to see some things change more.
I would like more character meet and greet options.
Yeah.
Like, I think they do a really cute setup for, like, Winnie the Pooh. They put them in little costumes.
Yeah.
And that's so precious. We didn't get to meet Minnie and Mickey.
Yeah.
The line was way too long. Mm-hmm. Jack and Sally had a 200-minute. It was insane. I'd like more, like, characters roaming around. Like, put Dr. Vasilier, like, walking around Tiana's. Put, like, more characters out. Like,
put Bowler Hat Guy in Tomorrowland.
Oh, my God. Yeah, like, I need more. Because even just, like, walking that night and we passed the Queen of Hearts and Alice. Yeah. Like, I got so excited. They were just, like, they're walking.
Yeah.
So, like, more character interactions I feel like would be good. And maybe a third parade, like do a parade maybe at like 6, 8, and 10 just to kind of help with crowd control. If you're going to be like this.
Yeah.
Like, manage it better.
Yeah. I'd say maybe another ride overlay, or at least bring back those live pirates that used to be in Pirates of the Caribbean. Maybe do something spooky at Tomorrowland Speedway.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a Christmas overlay.
Yeah.
Just make it spooky and then have like scarecrows around or something. I don't know. Do something cool with that.
I mean, yeah, you could put the Evil Queen at Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
You could do, like, there's so many, like, opportunities.
Do you think, I mean, I don't know the logistics if they could realistically do it, but what if they removed the Evil Queen, the creepy crone version that's at the end of
and had like a
real person?
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, and especially Magic Kingdom, you have so much opportunity. Like Ursula could be by Little Mermaid. Gaston could be out. Evil Queen could be there. Put him at
his tavern.
Yeah, like there could be so much opportunity of having like characters.
Yeah.
And
get Jafar over by those carpets.
Yeah, like it could just be really cool. And I feel like, yeah, it just needs, but honestly, I feel like for us and like a lot of people it needs more, but Disney's like, why would we do anything else when we're...
Hear me out. Yeah. This would be way fun. So we finally got to do the Tangled photo opportunity with the lantern. Imagine if while we were doing that, Mother Gothel was nearby heckling us. That would have been great.
That would have been amazing. Yeah. She was so good.
The Mother Gothel.
Yeah. But yeah, like basically there's so much potential for like villain representation.
Absolutely.
And you know, it'll be interesting when they build the villain's land, if that will be part of it.
Yeah. I would think it'd have to be. We would quite the missed opportunity. What advice would you give to people next year?
Like if it's your first party?
Let's say it's your first party next year, what would you tell people
I would
to plan
say, for us who just experienced our first party, I would say pick your priorities, which is the same as any other Disney trip. If you know you really want to do fireworks and you want to see it all, you're going to have to like find a spot for fireworks early. And like that is what you're doing. Because there are people that sit there. Like, you get in the park, there are people that immediately just go sit in front of the castle and wait the entire time.
So they'll hit the parade and the castle show and the fireworks. And
the same spot. And that is what they do. And they will have people that will switch with them to go to the bathroom or get food. So, like, whatever you want to do, allot the time to do it.
More time than you'd expect.
Yes. Because, like, we thought 30 minutes before the parade would have been... we were even there. It had to have been 45 minutes because we were there 30 minutes
before the
Headless. Yeah, so we were there 45 minutes before the parade, and we were like 3 people deep, and that was the entire like run of Frontierland, and so I can't even imagine what it was like over Main Street in the castle.
Yeah.
So give yourself more time than you think, and then be very happy if you get it done quicker. Like if you go to line up 45 minutes before and it's like an empty street, go grab a snack and come back. I think if you want to ride a couple rides, it's realistic. If you want to ride all the rides, don't plan on doing like the shows. If you want to do the shows, it's not realistic to ride the rides unless you're okay, you know, missing. Like we got very lucky. And we were very strategic about, like, where we watched so that we could get to Haunted Mansion and like, things like that. I think if food is important and, you know, you want to try food, like, when the guide comes out in August, do some research on where it's at and then kind of remember that. And then, like, have strategy so that you're not backtracking. Mm-hmm. So it was like, we knew we were going to go over to Frontierland, and so instead of walking from Tomorrowland to Frontierland in front of the castle, we went around Fantasyland so I could go to Pinocchio House and get the chicken. So just like have a bit of a strategy, and that's something that I can help with if that's something you want help with. But yeah, I would say set realistic expectations. You're not going to get to do it all. Apparently be ready for crowds.
And be patient and don't fight people.
That's the big one.
Everybody be cool. Because
there's kids watching and other adults. Like, you and I even were like, ugh.
Yeah.
this sucks.
You're really gonna get it fight. This is the most magical place on earth.
The hitchhiking ghosts are right there.
Yeah. You're really gonna embarrass yourself in front of the hitchhiking ghosts?
Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you for hanging out with us. We know at this point there are 100 other videos or podcasts you could watch about this year's Halloween party, but we really appreciate that you wanted to hear about our experience at the Not So Scary Halloween party.
Yeah.
Next time on the Big Thunder podcast, we're going to be continuing the series on first experiences by talking about our first time at the Beacon Barrel.
Ooh, that was fun.
Did we love drinking up with me hearties, or was it just all right?
Thank you so much for coming, and we will see you next time.
And enjoy the ride.
Hey, grab a bottle and we'll get some, we'll drink some, pass it